ago, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped from maximum security stockade to the Los Angeles underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire
Gen X Lounge. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Gen X Lounge, the bi-weekly podcast where we discuss the pop culture today and look back at the pop culture of yesterday. Mostly we just shoot the shit. This is episode 59. I was tempted to leave all you guys unmuted just to get your reaction to that intro.
I was going to ask you, wait, why did you need me to do it if you did it?
Well, because listen, you heard how that sounded, right, Dutch?
Okay, I could have done it for next episode.
That's fine. We can have an improved one for next episode.
Are you sure that's not going to get a copyright strike?
Oh, probably. I don't know. We'll see.
If it does, your inflection is what sold it. When you went into your deep narrator voice.
My narrator voice.
Gen X Lounge.
Yeah, I don't know if copyright strike for that. If we do, we'll have to. That's why you would need to basically change the
No, what you want to do is
something like that.
What I would have suggested if you hadn't had such a hot nut to just get this thing out the door today would be just getting a version without lyrics and then just us writing our own lyrics and just doing that version.
What was dude? Do you think the A-Team's I got it off YouTube. Like somebody posted it just on their channel. Like, here's the A-Team, intro.
No one knows what the A-Team's going to do.
I mean, most people don't even know what the A-Team is.
Big brother.
Speaking of copyright strikes, though, we did get copyright struck big time on the last episode by Aretha Franklin.
Whoa,
really?
Yeah, it's banned in the U.S. On YouTube anyway. So like, it's that episode, it will never be on YouTube. So such is life. Anyway, welcome to the Gen X Lounge. With me tonight we have Polo. In case you couldn't tell.
Hey.
Quinn.
Hey, fellas.
And Dutch. Hi, guys.
Hi.
I have an opening question that because I saw it on the Gen X Reddit group, and it was, what magazines as a kid growing up did your household subscribe to? If you
subscribe, none.
None.
I don't know about subscribe, but we had Newsweek, we had Entertainment Weekly.
That's where I was going.
That's a solid subscription. There, we didn't subscribe to Entertainment Weekly at my house.
What I'm saying is, we had magazines. They just went on. Bought them at the supermarket.
Oh, you didn't get them. Oh no, we were a hardcore subscription fan. We had Time. We had Reader's Digest.
We had Reader's Digest, but that was a subscription.
My mom had Good Housekeeping.
Yeah.
My sister had some teen magazine.
It might have been Teen Magazine.
It might have been, actually, it may have been just Teen Magazine.
Teen Magazine, you got
yeah, I know when she got older, she got Glamour.
I can tell you, I can go over to my parents' house right now and check for you, because I don't think my mother has ever thrown any of those away.
Yeah,
she's got stacks of Good Housekeeping.
They stuff magazines all the time too. Yeah, dude, Reader's Digest was the shit. I loved it, dude. Drama in Real Life.
I would go right to the joke sections.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Humor in Uniform and whatever the other ones were.
Laughter is the best medicine.
Laughter is the best medicine. Yeah.
I mean,
Drama in Real Life. I would always read the Drama in Real Life. That would be the first.
Yes, that was too.
I was gonna say, I was gifted a subscription to Playboy one time.
Hey,
nice.
That's great reading, man.
Yeah,
I had Sports Illustrated for a year. I think
I got Sports Illustrated as a high schooler. I think I subscribed to it, and I subscribed to that well into adulthood. Like, I kept that subscription going. I subscribed to Boys Life for a while.
I remember Boys Life. Yep.
Highlights when we were really little. We used to get that.
Somewhere I still have the Sports Illustrated with the Miracle on Ice cover
Oh wow,
in the house somewhere.
that's
Pretty awesome.
Cool.
My dad subscribed to Popular Mechanics, I think.
I think
Of course he did.
I think my grandfather had a subscription to that because, like, when I used to sneak in the garage and like go futz around in his old office, like I would find just like stacks of Popular Mechanic because he himself was an auto mechanic. He
Yeah.
also had a subscription at one point to Easy Rider magazine, if you know what that is.
Yeah, I do know.
I know that my grandfather's never going to hear this, so okay, just throwing that out there.
My dad also had a full entire set of the Time Life home improvement books, like a huge, like it was 30 volumes of.
You
of
just said
hardcover.
huge.
Huge.
Brian's been saying huge this whole life.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it was like a 30 volume set in our basement of the hardcover books. So they weren't not to. Yeah. I had 4 of the Time Life Mysteries of the Unknown books.
I had some of those, the ones that they used to advertise on TV.
Yeah, I think I had them until they were no longer free, and then so that's probably why I have like 3 or 4 of them, because I'm sure my parents were not paying for that bullshit.
Yeah, we had the complete. I don't know if this counts, but we had the complete Encyclopedia Britannica. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
all those.
I think we had the World Book Encyclopedia. But we had a full encyclopedia set, and on really boring like Saturdays, you would just pull one of those down and just start like perusing it.
Yep.
See, it's funny when I was a teenager and I was living in Hellertown. We actually had newsstands still down there. So like my magazines growing up for me personally were like Wizard and Toy Fair.
Yeah,
So,
Love those too.
But I never had a subscription. Just like comic books, I would just go and pick them off the shelf and just buy them with my allowance or what have you.
Yeah,
I had a Wizard subscription, but that was after college, I think.
Yeah, like that you subscribe to on your own.
Yeah, and then I didn't have a Toy Fair subscription, but I would buy a bunch.
Those were the best.
Yeah, Twisted Toy Fair Theater, those are fantastic.
Well, that's all I got. That's it. That's the show.
All right, this is great. This is awesome. I like this new format.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.
Just
we can get on with our night.
Wish. Somewhere I had something and I've lost it, and now it sucks. Oh no, I got it. It was. I do need a new song.
There's a whole roller coaster right there. You just
I do. I need a new song for this too, Dutch. I need a song for previously on Gen X Lounge, but not a song. But you know how it would be like previously on the A Team. I need like a previously on Gen X Lounge stinger, I guess you would call it.
Last time on Gen X Lounge,
or last time
like previously on X-Men.
Yeah, last time on Gen X Lounge is a good one too.
Yeah.
But we were talking about that song. This one. Saying.
I recall you were shitting on it.
Yeah, it's Kiri. I don't even know if I can actually say it, and it's written in front of me. It's Kiri Eliason is what he's saying, which is a Greek phrase meaning "Lord have mercy." So
see,
there you go.
Don't you feel dumb?
Yeah, how did I not know? That's what he's fucking saying. So yeah, what do we got tonight? We got a lot of there's some cool back in the day. So but first we gotta get
before we do that, hang on.
Uh-oh. Somebody didn't die, did they?
Oh, no, but happy 70 sons of bitches. Happy 70.
What are you saying?
I can't because I'm thinking of the conversation we just had before we started recording.
Yeah, so don't say it. They're gonna die.
No, I'm gonna wish a happy 78th birthday to the godfather of heavy metal, Tony Iommi, today.
Oh God!
As we record this on February 19th.
Now you've done it.
Why?
Love that man.
It's his birthday. He's the godfather.
He is the godfather of heavy metal. Speaking of the godfather, we got some news, and some of the news is sad. In true Gen X Lounge fashion, we got some RIPs.
I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground. I want to go to the middle of the night. I want to piss on his ass.
Okay.
That's dark, but yeah, go.
Right, so we got some RIPs. James Vanderbeek, RIP to that guy.
Yeah.
Lost Creek and other things. He was not in my wheelhouse of celebs, but
I wasn't even aware that he was sick.
Yeah, he had been making the news for being sick for the last year or so.
That just shows how much I watch the news.
Yeah. And then Tom Noonan, who's not really super well known, but he was Frankenstein in the Monster Squad, Gen X classic.
He was in a scene that makes me cry every time I still watch it. That's when Phoebe's crying for him not to go get sucked into limbo, and he does anyway. But he was great. He was in so much stuff that that you wouldn't even know he was in. He was a big part of. You guys have seen Manhunter, right? The first Hannibal, the original Hannibal Lecter. Yeah, so he was in that. He was in, I think it was RoboCop 2.
He was the bad guy in Last Action Hero. That's where I remember it from.
He's that guy when you see him in the movie, you're like, oh yeah, there's that guy. I like that guy. Yeah, he's one of those actors.
Yeah.
You ever watch that documentary called the guy from The Thing or something like that?
No, but that sounds cool.
Yeah, it's about character actors.
Yeah,
it's the guy from That Thing.
Oh, I thought you meant like the guy from The Thing, like the movie.
No.
That whole cast is pretty well known.
I got what you were saying there. And then another guy from A Thing, Peter Green. He died. I just saw that. He obviously he's Zed from
Brian.
Pulp Fiction.
He died last year.
What? Why did I just see it yesterday?
Because they released his cause.
Oh, they released why he died.
Yes,
okay, he died from an accident. It took a year for them to realize he accidentally shot himself in the armpit and died.
Apparently, yeah. It was sometime last year he died. So sorry to break that to you on Gen X Lounge Live.
All right, well.
I think we talked about it when it happened.
Well, did we?
Yeah.
We had to have. We had to have talked about it.
Well, he shot himself in the armpit, and that's how he died. By accident, apparently, which
that is terrible.
Seems funny to do, but was like he's scratching his armpit with his gun. Like, what do you?
He was probably holding it, like, you know what I mean. He just put it under his arm to hold it.
Yeah, maybe, or he was reaching for it by the barrel and it went. I don't know. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, but didn't it say that the bullet hit him in his throat? So, like, was the barrel pointing up under his armpit? Was he scratching his armpit with it? Like what?
Yeah, I don't know. Weird.
By the way,
all right. Well, anyway, fuck that.
He's
been dead for a year. Who cares?
I do want the record to show that I was not laughing about the fact that Peter Green had died. I was laughing about the fact that Brian was unaware that he died, even though we had probably talked about it.
I was unaware.
He played the Untouchables thing before he started talking about people dying, so I think we're on shaky ground as it is.
That's a fucking kid.
And then the big one, of course, Robert Duvall, which actually sucks, man. That dude.
Well, they all suck, Brian.
They all suck, but man, that dude just great in everything. Yeah, everything.
I watched one of his last performances with Robert Downey Jr., where Robert Downey Jr. was
Judge.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
and that there was a scene. A heartbreaking scene between those two that it hit me in the chest real hard. And I remember watching it with my wife, and I broke down. I mean, it's rare that happens to me, but I literally just was a blubbered mess when I saw this scene. So I was like, that goes to show his greatness, in a scene to deliver, with a father and son touching moment. It's fantastic.
He just had that presence, Robert Duvall.
Yeah,
but he could do funny stuff too.
Oh yeah, he was great.
Yeah, he was just so good, man. And
my parents loved him in Secondhand Lions with Michael Caine. Did you see that? That was a good movie.
Dude, he's just good in it. And I mean, obviously, The Godfather 1 and 2, he's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's in one of my favorite westerns.
Yeah.
He's in Lonesome Dove, which,
Sure. Open Range.
Yeah,
So was
but
Prince
Open
of
Range
Yeah.
is just sort of an under the radar, kind of almost never talked about.
It's an underrated movie for having Kevin Costner in it in a Western. Like, people don't talk about that movie. That movie is great.
Diego Luna, young Diego Luna.
Yeah.
Is, Button. And then he, of course, went on to be in Andor. But just like
That's a great movie. He's a badass
such
in
a
it.
goddamn good movie. It's just such a good movie. Whether you like Westerns or not, it's just fucking great. He's awesome as shit in it, man.
You might have to like Westerns, but yeah.
He's just a likable old,
He literally in Apocalypse Now, he delivers like the line that movie's remembered for.
Yeah, I love the smell of napalm in the morning. So also another rarely seen movie that's definitely worth a watch that shows him as just a complete unlikable prick.
Great Santini?
Yeah, the Great Santini. Which I don't think hardly any. I'm shocked you pulled that, because I feel like that is another one that like.
That's based on a Pat Conroy book. Pat Conroy's the same guy that wrote Prince of Tides.
Okay.
And it's a really, really good book, and the movie's great too.
Yeah, and the scene in is it Austin Powers 2, where Dr. Evil is bouncing the globe off of number 2's head over and over, and it's like, "You gonna cry? You gonna cry?" Is straight taken from the Great Santini.
Yeah, that's a parody.
Which I didn't realize till I saw the Great Santini way after seeing Austin Powers 2, and I was like, "Oh, that makes that joke even funnier now."
Yeah, that was Austin Powers 2, because he was doing that to Rob Lowe, the younger version.
And he's like, "You gonna cry? You gonna cry?" Yeah, there's a scene in the Great.
Duvall plays just an absolute stereotypical prick father.
Oh, completely unlikable prick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely just an abusive asshole to.
And he's so good at it.
Yeah. You will hate him, and like I said, that's why he's a good actor, because I love him in almost everything. But man, he's hateable in that movie. And then one final R.I.P. R.I.P. to Minute Maid Frozen Orange Juice Concentrate. They are no longer making it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I know. That was a staple, dude. If you didn't have a wooden spoon and a plastic jug in 1986 and was trying to melt that shit to get some goddamn orange juice, did you even grow up in 1986?
I was gonna say,
dude, I still have both of those things.
The sloshing that shit around with a wooden spoon and a plastic jug. Because I just want some orange juice.
It's so frustrating.
Yeah.
After like a minute, you're like, "Get me a gun. Get me a gun."
Yeah, give me a blow dryer.
Was the microwave invented just yet?
Yeah, the more frustrating thing is if your parents bought the knockoff brand, because that didn't even taste good. At least the Minute Maid brand was good.
What was
knockoff was just garbage, man. Oh my God. But that stuff has a lot of uses. I used to use it to make orange chicken with. You could use it to flavor your orange chicken. No more. Yeah.
R.I.P.
Oh, well. What are you gonna do?
Which one was better or worse? Minute Maid or Country Time?
Country Time was eliminated.
I feel like had.
That's right. I fucked up. Country Time, it was lemonade. Never mind.
Did they have orange juice?
They probably had an orange juice. I wouldn't be surprised.
I take that back. In my shame. That's my. I just had my Peter Green moment.
That was. I would think Country Time was before your time, Dutch. So you get a pass.
Yeah.
No, it's still around, I think.
Is it?
It probably is. Next time you go to the grocery store, check your freezer section and.
I mean, it was
a good amount of that frozen crap in there.
I was gonna say, well, I think Country Time, was that a frozen or was that a powder? Now that I'm thinking about it,
it was both.
Oh, okay. Because all I remember, my biggest memory of Country Time growing up was it was the butt of a Simpsons joke once. So
Well, what was it?
What was
that? I don't know.
No. Well, I could tell you.
I got some casting news for Highlander, the remake of Highlander starring Superman. And that is the Kurgan is being played by Dave Bautista. So that's cool.
Okay. That's the proper
good.
response, right? It's not. Yeah. It's just like, all right.
Well, we were talking about it in the last episode.
I would have loved if they went in a different direction and made him I don't know.
A small person?
No, not a small person,
normal
but they
size
could have
man.
made him anything, just made him a badass. They could have made him female. They could have done anything to
Oh,
make
that'd
him.
be kinda
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I feel like it's a bad sign for the movie that they were just like, all right, who's a big guy we can use? It's like just seems
Yeah,
like a
but-
boring choice.
I mean, I like him better than the other guy.
Clancy Brown.
No, I love Clancy Brown.
Momoa?
Momoa, yeah. the other. Let's get a big guy.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was gonna say Dave Bautista's like.
Yeah, I think Dave
decent.
Bautista's at least got. He's a fairly good actor. I feel. Like.
Yeah, I think he's got some acting chops. I'm just like I said, I'm just bored by the choice. They were just like, all right, who's a big man we can use?
Has there ever been a female Highlander character like that's got the Highlander? Like I didn't watch the show. Like
Amanda.
Were there like female Highlanders? Or was it like just really? That's because that's an interesting idea too.
Yeah, they had one on the show.
You know how well that would go over.
Yeah. Oh God.
I might get the actress's name wrong, but I think it was Elizabeth Grayson. I just remember that she had a fling with Bill Clinton. That was
on the show.
That's the claim to fight. No, not on the show. They didn't show that.
I thought you were on a sword fight.
But yeah, she was like a former beauty queen or something.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Last of Us season 3 will be the final season, which I'm actually very happy about. I felt like if they were going to stretch it to 4 seasons, then they were going to run out of material, and it would have just probably suffered. So, I'm glad that they're not doing that.
I honestly believe the show's gonna kind of dip because nobody is interested in that the girl who killed
Abby.
Yeah, the girl who killed Joel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because people are heartbroken over that.
I think a lot of people stuck with it because they were already invested in it at that point for the second season. But I know a lot of people probably that were invested in it will not go back to it because it's going to be like another year and a half before it even comes out. So I could see people just being like, and not tuning in. I will tune in because I know
I'm gonna watch
stories. I know the story's really good.
I'll definitely I will give it a shot because I want to see what happens, you know. But
having never played the game, it's all new to me, so I want to see it.
Yeah, definitely it's a story worth experiencing. Yeah. Like you would be like anybody who's like I'm only watching it for Pedro Pascal and now I'm not going to watch anymore is doing themselves a
disservice.
No, but I was watching it for Joel though, partially because I was and again like Quinn, I went into Last of Us not knowing because I don't play video games and I knew nothing about the plot of the game, so it was a completely fresh thing for me. So yeah, when he got killed, I was like, no fucking way, this what?
Yeah.
But I like the second season better than the first season.
Really?
Yeah. I just think it had more emotional depth than the first season did. I really just on the strength of the one or two episodes and Ellie and Joel's confrontation, that was memorable to me. The first season did have that great Nick Offerman episode.
Yes,
that was fantastic. But yeah.
Billstown.
Yeah, I think just like story wise, there's a lot more story to the second season and what will be the third season than what the first season is. The first season is very much I'm a tough grizzled old man. I don't love anybody anymore, and now I love this girl.
But it was also like setting up the world.
Yeah, it's a nice
in the first season. Yeah.
But I mean, to me, it's it would be like quitting Game of Thrones because you were really attached to Ned, and then being like, "Well, I'm done." You know what I mean? And then, well, okay, now you've missed out on 7 other seasons of very good to average TV. So,
five other seasons. But just in the Last of Us, the second season, when Ellie figures out Joel's lying by hearing him lie to somebody else. You know what I mean?
Cool, yeah.
That was so, I don't know. You could just dig your teeth into that. That was so rich. And then that payoff and the whole day that he gives her on her birthday, like exploring that whole relationship.
Yeah, I
freaking love that
museum. That whole museum sequence is so. I'm so glad they included that because that's in the game, and it's like
it's well done, dude.
Yeah,
So you had said that when we talked about it at the time, but so good.
Yeah. And I feel like stretching it out for 2 more seasons is just stretching it out to stretch it out. Like you can finish it in 10 episodes, and then that it needs to be 10 episodes. I hope they don't skimp and.
But isn't it run by the same guy that did the video games?
Yeah, and
so like if George R.R. Martin was running Game of Thrones, and they wanted to do an extra season, I wouldn't think it was a money grab. I would think it was more story. So but
I mean, again, you're adapting a video game that's, if you take out the actual playing of the video game, is probably 7 hours of story or 8 hours of story. So how much you're not going to have episodes where it's 45 minutes of nonstop fighting monsters. Dutch, we got some Godzilla news. Godzilla.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I know you're excited, right? Horror of Godzilla. Have you seen that? The comic that's coming out? That looks cool.
I saw a couple of the covers, and
it's pretty neat.
I'm like, okay, like because I think I read, what was the premise of it? Like it kind of
it's basically a horror comic that's based on the original Godzilla movie, the original 1954 Godzilla movie. So it's going to be, I guess, told from the perspective of the people on the ground, and that
interests me actually.
Yeah, it's cool, and I don't like Godzilla comics in general, but this is probably something I would probably pick up. Just because it's a different take. Like static pictures of monsters fighting don't really do it for me. But if you're going to tell an interesting story with Godzilla as like not the background. Yeah, I'm down for that. That's pretty cool.
Well, like when you have Godzilla news, you should have some sort of sound effect with music.
I know we do need a Godzilla. Yeah,
just him roaring, maybe, or somebody screaming his name.
Yeah. Is that right?
That's a little racist.
Let's. Yeah, no.
Maybe we go in a different direction then.
Yeah, let's go in a different. I mean, I'm pretty sure we can probably put Godzilla's roar in
over the gong.
I think it'd be funny just to have somebody scream, seeing him and screaming. That would be a good announcement.
I mean, there's definitely multiple movies we could pull somebody just screaming, it's Godzilla from.
I think that's far more racist than the gong.
Somebody screaming, it's Godzilla.
Because they're usually doing it in a mock Japanese accent.
Yeah, that's true. Find one in Japanese, and
in a real Japanese accent.
We'll just subtitle it for the YouTube video.
You could take the clip of the guy in King Kong versus Godzilla in the helicopter pilot when he's breaking out of the iceberg. Godzilla!
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. What do you make of that, Al?
What do you make of that, Al?
And then I have it confirmed from a very confirming source who I will not name. I'll name it off the air for you, Dutch. That Space Godzilla is in fact the villain of the upcoming next legendary Godzilla movie.
That's the dumbest name I've heard.
That's pretty dumb. And also one last bit of Godzilla news.
I don't think it could be any worse than the gravity defying Hollow Earth stuff we got in the last movie. And I mean, it's like,
dude, have you read some of the leaks that have come out? They did a
no, I really didn't.
They did a preview showing of it a couple of weeks ago. So stuff has come out. And
isn't it coming out next year though?
Yeah, which makes no sense how they would have done some sort of an audience test showing. But
so are we sure that
I've seen multiple reports, and they all kind of say a lot of the same thing. They say Space Godzilla's in it, but then I've seen like Kong gets a full exosuit in this movie. Which I'm just like, if that's true, I'm out. Like, I'm sorry, that's just so dumb. So,
I've seen some people make troll posts stuff up, like, just like funny stuff to put, like, yeah, this was in the test screening, but
Yeah.
like,
Did you get a jetpack?
by the way, you
Probably.
do realize you've just spoiled the movie for everybody without a year in advance.
Yeah, whatever. And then lastly, Godzilla news. G-Fan magazine had its last issue has come out, or is coming out, one or the other, but it's ceasing publication after a really long time. I don't honestly know how long it's been around. I discovered it, I want to say, in 1994. So
I think the first
for better or worse, say what you will about the publisher. But
yeah.
but that magazine, especially pre-internet or early internet era, was really a revelation. So
like I first came across it. They had an advertisement in one of the Dark Horse Godzilla comics, and I was like, "Gee, what the hell?" Like, I was like, there's a magazine devoted to Godzilla, because, like, the way we grew up, Brian, is like, you think you're the only one who liked Godzilla. You didn't know that there was a universe of like other people out there, and then not even just blowing my mind to find out that there's a fanzine, a fan magazine dedicated to it, but then there's also a convention, and then several conventions. So that was like the mid '90s for me. That was like a revelation.
Yeah,
so
I issue 14 is the issue I saw it in a comic book shop, and I was like, G-Fan, and it had Godzilla on the cover, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And then it was literally like in that comic book shop, I remember just being like, I cannot believe this exists, and I cannot believe like this many people are into this thing that I literally thought maybe me and like 4 or 5 other people were into. So it was, it lasted as long as it did in the era of the internet now that we're in, where like everything is instant news. The fact that it kept publishing, it went to quarterly, right? So it went from being bi-monthly to quarterly. But I mean, the fact that he kept doing it, I'll give it to him. I mean, he could have easily closed shop up on that magazine 15 years ago. And, but I mean,
I've only ever seen that magazine lying around your house. That's my only encounter with that magazine, is it being on Brian's table.
I have a huge stack of them still that to this day. I feel like I stopped around issue 65 or 66 or something.
I've never seen it in stores or anything like that. Now, granted, I haven't been looking for it, but I've never came across it in the wild, so to speak.
I subscribed through Captain Blue Hand, so I would go there and it would be in my comic book mailbox.
Shout out Captain Blue Hand. Blue Hand in Newark.
Yeah, it's a great comic book shop. But so issue 12 of that magazine, like I said, I discovered issue 14, and then I bought some back issues, and issue 12 at the time, which was the big issue on the original movie, the original 1954 movie, just had so much information that I had never seen before. Like the people that were writing for it were like so knowledgeable, and just
then one by one they got ran off.
Yeah, and they did, and like the thing is, they were writing for free. They were all doing it for the love of doing it. I mean, even
dude, listen.
So
some of the best, my favorite issue of the magazine, which I actually have 2 copies of, because one I used to photocopy the interview and send it around to like orchestras and stuff. But that's when Ed Godzacheski did his interview with Akira Ifukube.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I have
every article that Ed did was just absolute top notch. It was, everything was well researched, and that was it. It was great reading those articles when you were a kid and learning these things about these movies. That's actually what held my interest going into adulthood. Was like, oh, these aren't just kiddie movies. These are some of these were serious works of Japanese art, and there was a lot of story behind the making of them.
Yeah. So, like I said, I haven't picked up an issue of that magazine in a very, very long time. But
it's your fault.
It was important. It was important at the time, and I'm glad that it lasted as long as it did. And then the last bit of news, which is also kind of niche, is from Mystery Science Theater 3000, which we talked about last episode that Riff Tracks is going to do 4 new episodes.
Very excited.
Frank and Trace are back. The original 2 mad scientists. Well, Frank is not the original or whatever. Trace obviously was the original Crow. Frank is TV's Frank. They're both back. Fucking great news. I'm super excited about that.
I'm really excited. In fact, like, and you know what, Brian, like, agree or disagree with me. Does it feel like, because like,
yes,
this is kind of what I wanted.
Yes,
the revival.
I'm agreeing with you because I know what you're going to say.
You know exactly where. Okay, so you know exactly where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Isn't this kind of what we all wanted the revival to be?
And
now, that's also leaving the caveat that it's also okay that we did have another host, or
2
we did
or
have
3.
or 2. Well,
Yeah.
I'm just saying from like from the get go and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, change is okay. But this is exactly what I wanted that revival to be.
But here's the thing that I don't understand, and like, I don't want to perpetuate any Joel versus Mike. We
have enough of that.
All of these people are coming back, and the person that isn't is Joel, and all of these people, like, it's odd to me. That's all. You know what I mean? That's all I'll say. Like, it's weird that all the original people are now coming back now that Joel's out again. Like, no, should I not think that? It's kind of weird. I mean,
right? I also have thought the same thing.
It's kind of weird, right? And look, I love Joel, but
so do I. Well, I'll tell you this. I'll say this. When I met, so my Gamera box set is signed by Joel, Trace, and Frank.
Yeah, mine too.
I remember when the Mads were here. They were right over here in Bethlehem, actually at Steel Stacks, right near. It's like a couple blocks from the casino where you go to see shows. And my buddy and I went there to see them. They riffed on the Tingler live in the theater there, and it was great. They were awesome. They were just so nice, awesome dudes. And like my buddy Richard went up with something to sign, and like. I forget exactly what the comment was, but Trace made some kind of like not like a mean or insulting thing, just some kind of like a sarcastic comment about Joel signing on something that they did, and that was my first like inkling of like, maybe there's like some, because like, I didn't know that there was any strife because they all did Cinematic Titanic together.
Yeah,
and
there definitely was.
Yeah, so I think you are probably onto something that. It's telling that all the original people are coming back now, and they weren't invited back during the first. But Dr. Earhart was invited back.
Yeah.
Josh Weinstein was invited back the first time around, but nobody else. But we also don't. It's like we shouldn't speculate on what that is because we don't know.
No, yeah, I'm just glad it's coming back.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. All right, moving on to things I wasn't excited about.
Are you ready for some football?
Speaking of Mike.
It was not good. Does anybody really? I mean, do we need to talk any football this time? I mean,
I'm excited.
If not outright depressing and dystopian, I feel like.
In Steelers news, Joey Porter came out and said that Ben Roethlisberger was a dick.
Yeah. Well,
is that news? I don't know.
What we all knew. Yeah. Not only did he say he was a dick, he straight up just kind of said he's not a good person.
Yeah.
Which is.
Big Ben responded and said that he has changed.
Yeah. Okay. I no longer sexually assault girls in the bathroom of bars.
He didn't say, hey, Joey Porter's wrong. He just said, I've grown, I've changed.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you ever hear the Stormy Daniels Ben Roethlisberger story?
No.
Yeah.
I have not.
It was apparently they were at something together. I don't know what it would have been, but they were staying in the same hotel room, and he kept
hotel. They were staying in the same
hotel room, hotel. And he kept knocking on her door. Like a sad, horny little boy, like desperately being like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, like trying to get in her pants, like, and she was just like she was like, dude, no, and he would.
Did he just assume because she was a porn star?
I guess he just thought like she's a porn star and I'm superstar Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, when she was in the news with Trump, all these stories came out that Ben was trying hard.
Yeah,
I didn't. Yeah, I must have missed that.
He was like sadly like knocking like over and over, like sadly knocking on her fucking door.
Did the Knox get steadily less free
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, the game itself was underwhelming. Like I said, the commercials were not.
The Super Bowl?
Yeah, the commercials were not good. It was all fucking AI and GLP-1 and gambling and crypto and fucking let your Ring camera fucking surveil your entire neighborhood. It was fucking
Bad
awful.
Bunny had more yards than fucking the entire.
Bad Bunny
had
Patriots. The highest ranked Super Bowl halftime show of all time, and yeah, so cool.
He had more. He ran for more yards than the Patriots.
Yeah. It was actually a pretty entertaining Super Bowl or halftime show. I'm not gonna lie.
I was going to say
all things
Super Bowl was.
Yeah, the Super Bowl was entertaining. The halftime show was pretty fun though.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I like the Mandalorian preview that was parody of the beer commercial. I thought that was clever.
Yeah, funny.
So Brian, just really quick, just tell me a little bit more about this dystopian landscape you were talking about. I got to hear more about what was on your mind there.
Do you?
Yeah. What's going on down there in Philly?
Well, it's not in Philly. It's just in life, brother. It's life, brother.
Oh, I thought you were talking about with the Eagles. I'm like, really? You're feeling that? I'm talking
about I'm talking about the goddamn commercials that were on TV.
Oh,
horrifying. Like here, gamble, buy some crypto.
Those were
inject yourself with these fat killing drugs.
I was maybe excited to hear you be like miserable about the Eagles for some reason.
Let's turn all our Ring cameras into a net to search for
listen
dolls.
To how giddy the Giants fan is in February.
Keep the same energy in October.
We're going to revisit this.
Yeah.
This is the guy. This is the man who. I said I go back and I listen to an episode. So I went back and I listened to last year's episode on this time.
Don't do it.
This is a man who said the Yankees will never lose another World Series in episode 32 or whatever it was that I was browsing.
Did I really say that?
Yeah, because they had gotten rid of their no beard rule or something.
Well, I fucked that one up. Well, actually, no. Wait, no, hold on. Whoa. Time out. I haven't fucked that up because they haven't gotten back to the World Series.
They technically haven't lost another World Series.
Yeah, they haven't lost another one. I am not wrong. I am not wrong.
This is true. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
All right.
Next.
All right. Here we go.
Actually, no.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
Got a few trailers to run through real quick. Spider Noir, May 27th. Nick Cage looks pretty good. Not gonna lie.
People are excited for this movie. I don't give
it's
a
show,
shit.
Not a movie.
Oh, I thought it was a movie.
No, it's a streaming series.
Oh wow! I still don't give a shit.
And you're the Spider-Man guy.
I know. I pretty much think the whole Spider-Verse is stupid. I love the Spider-Verse movies. Don't get me wrong. But that was the Bolo Jones line. Don't get me wrong. Like all the different characters, I hate that there's a Gwen Stacy Spider-Man that's super popular.
Gwen, yeah.
Spider Gwen. I like Miles, but it just got increasingly crazy. And I think for an animated movie, that's fine. But I don't give a shit about any of those characters at all.
I don't care. I agree, but I will watch it because Nick Cage is a lunatic, and I'm really curious.
Yes, that's the attraction to any Nicolas Cage project. So I'll watch it for that, but I fundamentally do not care.
Yeah, but it does look. It looks fun enough. So,
I guess, but I mean, as a Spider-Man fan, it has zero relation to Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
No, not at all. Yeah,
there's no. Great. Yeah, so don't care.
Yeah. And then did you guys watch the Mummy?
Come on.
The Mummy trailer for the new movie, The Mummy, which is not to be confused with the upcoming Mummy sequel starring Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz that's coming out next year.
Nor is it a sequel to the Tom Cruise Mummy.
No, this is just another Mummy that kind of looks like a Evil Dead story that they just adapted into a Mummy movie because the Mummy's just a little girl.
I didn't hate the trailer.
I didn't hate it either. It looks like it'll be one of those horror movies that's too gory for me, though, and I'm not a big into the super gory shit, so I'll probably end up passing on it. But the trailer was definitely creepy, but I don't know how mummy-ish it is. But
the thing about horror movies, like you can be creeped out by the trailer and still think to yourself, that's probably a really shitty movie. Just like because horror movies just aren't really done well anymore.
Yeah, well, the fact that
they do, but the trailers are getting increasingly good. They're just getting good at making like music video style trailers.
They're like, your daughter's been missing for 8 years, but we found her.
Yeah.
But then she literally looks like a child who's turned into a mummy, and then they're like, here, take her home.
They found her in a sarcophagus.
Yeah. And then they're like, yeah, just take your mummy child home. I'm sure it'll be okay. I'm sure nothing bad will happen at your house.
That's a hospital for you.
Yeah. Yes. That's healthcare in the United States in 2026. Yeah, she's fine. Take her home. Make sure you cut those long nails, those long rotten nails that she's got hanging off her hands.
Her atrophied arms and legs and fingers.
Yeah.
Physical therapy, we'll work that out.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm sure your insurance will cover. Well, that's probably the plot of the movie. Their insurance won't let her stay in the hospital. Have to take her home.
We'd love to keep her longer, but your Blue Cross Blue Shield.
She's on a network. Your insurance doesn't cover mummification, unfortunately. That's a separate clause you have to have. Cover mummification. And then today we got a trailer for a movie called Pressure, which is a D-Day movie, also starring Brendan Fraser, also starring Damian Lewis, Major Winters from.
He's in that. I didn't see him in the trailer.
Yeah, he's Montgomery in that.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
And I was excited about it until I realized it's mostly just about the weather But look, I'm not gonna lie, that's a dad movie that will 100% get turned on at my. I will not go to the movies, but that will 100% get watched at my house. It also has Carrie Condon in it, who I love.
Yeah, I like her too.
Everything, dude.
What if it's like
Carrie Condon is she's the voice of Friday in the Marvel movie.
Yeah, and she's also
she's an F1 recently, but she's the teenage sister from Rome.
Way
back in the day.
And she's Proxima Midnight, right, from Thanos's crew.
Is she? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, she is. She's also.
Wait.
I'm pretty sure. I could be. Maybe. Maybe it's Carrie Lewis. And then we also got House of the Dragon season 3 trailer, which I'm fairly ambivalent on. I don't know.
I didn't watch season 2.
Dude, nothing happens. So
I watched the first season. I didn't. I don't know what was going on, but I just didn't watch season 2.
Yeah, you didn't miss much. But that's fine because we got some cool Game of Thrones stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Actually, we should just fucking say.
Well, wait 1 second. I did watch a trailer literally right before we got on. Apparently the trailer's been out for 3 months, but I just saw the stars on doing the press circuit for it. It's called Cold Storage, I think. It's Liam Neeson, a young actress I don't know, and Joe Keery from Stranger Things.
Okay.
And Joe Keery and the girl work in like a storage facility, and in the storage facility, like a zombie/fungus Last of Us style zombie invasion breaks out, and Liam Neeson is like the army guy that tries to help them out of it.
Is it coming to theaters or is this a streaming thing?
I think it's coming to theaters. It's you can't tell anymore, but it's called Cold Storage, and it looks like it's a horror comedy. It looks like it's not taking itself too seriously. It's by the producers of Zombieland.
Okay.
And I'm forgetting all the credits for the writers, but the writers have written some significant stuff too.
Yeah, my daughter loves the guy who played Steve, Joe.
That's him, Joe Keery.
Yeah, Joe Keery. He's a singer as well.
Yeah, he has that song that's on all the reels.
Yeah, he's got a few. She plays them. It's funny because he played a kid in the 80s and his music is very 80s coded, I feel like.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm going to talk about a couple of different things that I know all of us watched at least one of, except maybe Dutch, and then Quinn, me and you watched one, and then one I just randomly watched last night.
And now, our feature presentation.
Dutch, anything interesting that you have watched recently?
Well, I had meant to watch Wonder Man, but I really have not had the time. So no, I haven't.
All right, you got to get on that because it's great.
I haven't watched anything since Begonia, and I'm a little sad because I really want to make some time to like sit down and like watch a few movies or something like that, but I haven't been able to. So sorry.
You got to take some time for yourself, Dutch.
I tell you guys, my mother watched Begonia, and her review was pretty hilarious because she liked it very much. She knew the spoiler right away.
Okay.
Well, I guess I can't even tell it without spoiling it, so I won't do that.
I feel like we could probably just straight up talk. I mean, it's. I don't know.
All right, you can edit me out.
We'll wait one more episode before we talk.
It's out. It's out.
I mean, it's been out for a while at this point. I mean, go ahead.
All right. Well, if you haven't seen Begonia, just pause right here. But she was with it the whole way, and then she hated how the aliens looked. So she didn't like the movie.
She didn't like their comfy crocheted.
She's like, I found that so unbelievable that it just made me lose interest in the movie. I'm like, it's the last like 30 seconds of the movie.
That whole ending sequence is fucking comical, dude.
It's so funny.
Good. I love that the Earth is flat, covered by a dome.
Yeah.
And they just pop the dome, and that's how they kill everybody.
This experiment has failed. Fuck them.
It's so good.
It's a wrap.
Oh, God.
I thought it was genius. I laughed at the end. It's ludicrous. Don't get me wrong. It's ludicrous.
Oh, dude, it's so silly.
But yeah, that's the point where they lost Charlene.
That's so funny, dude.
Just with a minute left to go in the movie.
That's funny.
Anyway, sorry.
What about you, Bolo? Anything other than the one that I know all three of us are going to want to talk about, which is Night of the Seven Kingdoms? Anything else for you?
I've watched I just finished The Lincoln Lawyer, which is fantastic.
I heard that was good. I saw some posts that said the fourth season of that show was great.
Absolutely fantastic. You'll really enjoy it. I recommend it. I
have not watched a single episode.
Yeah,
of it. I have gotten clips from it in my reels, and it seems interesting.
Yeah, it's a lawyer drama. It's really good. I'm not giving a whole bunch of stuff away. The other thing that I watched, what the heck was it? I think that was the main one.
All right.
Outside of Begonia, yeah.
Well, we all watched. Well, Quinn, me and you both watched Roofman. Did anybody else watch Roofman?
Did not watch Roofman.
Okay. Quinn, did you talk about it last episode? No, you did not. Because you.
No, we wanted to. It was on our list. We've mentioned it before because it was on our list of things we didn't see that we wanted to.
Yeah. I liked it a lot. You said you had also liked it a lot, so I watched it.
I did.
It was. What'd you think?
It's funny. I thought Channing Tatum does a really good job in it, acting wise. Yeah, it's a little bit of a silly movie. It's a true story.
Oh wow.
Oh, not only is it a true story, because I kind of went on a rabbit hole afterwards. They left stuff out. Everything in that movie happened, and more crazy shit that they left out happened.
Well, you're going to have to do a deep dive on it then at some point. But essentially, well, Brian, you give the synopsis of it. But
a guy who kind of gets out of the military and is just kind of aimless and can't make any money, so he realizes he can by climbing onto the roofs of buildings when they're closed, can break into them at night, and when the people arrive in the morning to open the restaurants like a McDonald's or whatever, he can basically lock them in the walk-in freezer and rob the place. leave. But he was super nice, and he would make sure, like, if he was locking them in the freezer, that they were wearing their coats, and his gun was never loaded. People obviously didn't know that, but his gun was never loaded. But yeah, he gets caught. He escapes from jail in a sequence that you're like, this is fucking ridiculous. And no, that's lo and behold, that's how he escaped from jail. Not only is it how he escaped from jail, the dude who plays the truck driver whose truck he escapes in is the truck driver in real life whose truck he escaped under.
Wait, what movie is this again?
It's called Roofman.
I want to see it now based purely on what you just said.
So he escaped. He breaks into a Toys R Us through the roof.
Let's stop for a second there and just back up on that point. That's the real truck driver?
Yeah.
So that was probably a source of shame for him his whole life. And then movie people came to him and said,
they
asked him about it.
And they said, who do you think should play you in the movie? He said, I figure I could do it. And so they hired him to do it.
So he's reliving probably his greatest shame.
Yeah.
And getting paid for it.
So
anyway.
Because I like that at the end of the movie, they interviewed a lot of the real life people.
Yeah.
Which is cool. But yeah, so he breaks into a Toys R Us and he lives in a Toys R Us for
months.
For like over a year. For a long time. He basically starts a whole new life in a church. He joins a church. He falls in love. It's like a whole thing, dude. While he's basically living in this Toys R Us, he figures out a way to turn off the cameras from recording so that he can move freely throughout the store. Now, in real life, the Toys R Us was connected to a Circuit City, and he figured out a way to live in both, but they left that out because I guess they thought that would be a little too confusing. That is the real Toys R Us. That is also the real church that he went to that they use in the movie.
That's nuts.
Yeah. And yeah, it's got Kirsten Dunst is in it. She's fucking great.
She's really good in it.
Really good. I liked it a lot. I didn't think it was
Peter Dinklage is in it as the boss, and he's hilarious.
Dude,
he's really good. And
he's a dick. But then at the end, when the dye pack, you feel so bad for him when he's like stumbling around and he's like, I can't see. Like it's really good. I didn't think it was
it's entertaining.
Funny,
I don't think it's
and at the end at the end I kind of felt sad because I was like, this, you know, he just like lied to this woman. Her kids love him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like now he's going back to jail. And like, you know, he escaped from jail or attempted to escape from jail two other times after that. Like that's not in the movie either.
At no point when you're watching the movie, like it is pretty predictable because at no point when you're watching it where you're like, this is probably going to turn out okay.
No, yeah. No.
You know what I mean? Like, you know the ending right from the start.
The police
and that's
chief
mildly
in the
stressful.
movie,
But
the female police chief is the real police chief.
You're shitting me.
No. Go down the rabbit hole, brother. After the episode, I'm telling you. I was like, what the fuck?
What's funny is now
I liked it a lot. I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. I liked it a lot.
I didn't like it that much, but I did enjoy it. So I'd probably give it a 7.25, something like that.
Hearing you talk about it now, I think I saw a trailer for this one like before something last year.
Yeah,
it had made some buzz. It got some like award buzz. I don't think it got nominated for anything, but it like it's come up a bunch this past season.
Yeah, it's really good. It's definitely worth watching. If I didn't spoil it too much for you. I mean, at no point during the movie, like Quinn said, are you like, well, I'm sure this all works out fine. Because you're like, this is obviously he can't go on living like this. You know what I mean? So but yeah, it's good.
Dude, at the Toys R Us, he is hiding in plain sight, and not just hiding in plain sight. He is living in plain sight.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
He's making money by stealing the video games and bringing them to a pawn shop, and selling them during the day. While riding a kid's bike that he's also stolen from Toys R Us. But yeah, it's definitely worth.
Peter Dinklage is blaming the employees.
Yeah,
you know we're missing a lot of peanut M&Ms.
Yeah, so then he goes and puts a bunch of bags of peanut M&Ms back. That's the thing. He gets cavities because all he's doing is eating candy in the Toys R Us. That's the only food in there. So then he goes to the dentist. And then he's talking to his friend, and his friend's like, you know, the dentists keep records, right?
Dental records.
So then he goes and burns the dentist office down. And that's like that's true. He did that.
He really did that.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
I love it.
what a scamp.
Amazing.
And then I saw last night, just on a whim, it was on the Plex, and I saw the picture of it. It was like of a lumberjack looking dude. It's set in like the turn of the century, and it's called Train Dreams. Have you heard of this movie?
Oh, that's with what's it for? Edgerton?
Yeah, and Carrie
Bill
Condon.
Edgerton.
Isn't it?
Oh,
So,
Carrie Condon's in that? I didn't realize.
Yeah,
She's
and
having a moment then.
William H. Macy's in it.
I heard that's a tough watch.
Dude, I knew nothing about it. I read the description and it said it was just like, oh, it's like a guy in the turn of the century. He's a lumberjack. He helps build trains or helps build railroad tracks and things. And
you were like, yeah, that sounds good.
And I was like, this sounds
watch that?
cool. No, I love shit like that. So I was like, this sounds cool. So let me turn this on. And Jesus Christ, dude, what a fucking movie. It's it's stuck with me all day. It's really, really good. It's not really about anything. It's about this guy, and it really follows him from a little kid to when he dies. And he doesn't really do anything important in his life.
Well, that sounds great, Brian.
But honestly, it's worth watching. It's really good.
It's worth a watch. What does he do? Nothing.
I mean, but honestly, like it's just a guy living his life. He has a horrible tragedy happen to him, and then it's just him like dealing with that. It's good, and but it's not. There's not some epic huge thing. And then today I was reading about it, and it's fucking nominated for Best Picture and shit. And
I was gonna say, I think it's an Oscar race.
It's really good. It's like the cinematography is incredible. It's just really good. And it's not very long. It's like an hour and a half. So.
Well, that's the best thing about it you've said so far.
No,
so
I mean, honestly, I would recommend watching. I think if you watched it, you would probably enjoy it. It's good.
Okay.
Like I don't want to say like it's boring. He doesn't do anything. It's just he's just a guy living his life in that time, in that era. You know what I mean? So, it's good. And then
I'm shitting on you, but I like movies like that. So
Quinn, I think you would probably really like it. It is the ending is very sad. And not for any specific like thing. It's just like fuck, you know what I mean? Like, so, but it's good. And then we have to talk about A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Holy fuck.
Are you guys caught up?
Yes.
Are you even watching? Everybody is?
Yeah. No, I don't want to do spoilers yet. Next episode will be will come out a week after 2 weeks after the show has wrapped up. So we'll just do
a finale. Finale's this weekend.
Yeah. So we'll just do a full spoiler-rific review of it next episode. But god damn, dude. This show came out of nowhere and is fucking incredible.
I love Egg so much.
Dude, I love that kid with every fiber of my being. Dude, he is fucking awesome.
I love his face. I love the way he screams.
Yeah, his expressions are incredible.
Yeah. And his acting in it no spoilers, but when he's in the crowd yelling, the way he is frantically looking to the side and then back out into the field, I was like, this kid needs an award.
I hope he wins he deserves to win an Emmy. He's fucking incredible.
He's so good. And the two of them together are so likable. Which is always a bad sign in Game of Thrones. Like if you like somebody in Game of Thrones, it's a bad sign.
Well, I mean, if you paid attention to any of the anything in Game of Thrones, I mean, Dunk and Egg have a long storied history going forward. So I don't think anything too horrific is going to happen to those two. But goddamn, dude,
they're fun to watch. This episode in particular has one of the most visceral hand-to-hand medieval combat scenes I've ever seen.
Yeah,
like that was crazy.
Yeah,
it's fantastic and it's brutal. And I found myself usually I'm all in on violence, but some of those strikes and some of those stabbings. I was almost like shying away, like, oh God.
Yeah.
You're flinching.
Yeah,
Yeah, they had an inside the helmet view of being attacked with a morning star. Holy shit.
Yeah.
So bad.
Dude, like a couple of things about that. It's one, it shows you how important armor is. Because Brandy, as we were watching, she's like, is he dead? He's what the hell? I'm like, well, he's wearing armor. Like he's, you know what I mean? Like these aren't penetrating.
Well, in fairness to
armor.
her,
I'm sure they hurt. You know what I mean?
Every movie we've ever seen, somebody would have died from every single one of those shots.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Every single.
But that whole fight is just Quinn. You still haven't watched The Last Duel, right?
No, with
Matt
Affleck
Damon.
and Matt Damon now.
Dude, that's how the fights are in that.
Well, I have to watch that then.
Yeah, it shows you how important wearing armor is in those kind of fights because really,
and yet I feel like if you took the armor off, you would kill everyone.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Because they move so slow.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, it just boils down to can you get on top of the guy you're fighting and just beat the piss out of him? You know what I mean? Which is really what it boils down to. But man, that kid.
But the armor, when you talk about the armor, just the design of it is so badass. All the Targaryen's armor looks amazing. Like it looks accurate to the time, but also fantastic. You know what I mean? Like from a fantasy story. Where the design, where the one Targaryen, their symbol is the dragon. His helmet looks like spines of a dragon.
Yeah,
that helmet's fucking awesome. That
dude, it's
whole
so
entire
good.
outfit is awesome.
And the other Targaryen, who just stands off to the side. I don't know if he has done anything or not, but his black armor that has those grooves all through it.
Yeah.
Where it almost looks science fiction. You're like, holy shit! It's just the design of the show is amazing.
I really like it. I love we
got a really cool flashback in this one.
Yeah. I just like that it's like House of the Dragon and even lots of Game of Thrones is like rich, powerful families fighting each other.
Yeah.
And I really like this being just like he's just a guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just following,
it shows you somebody on the fringe trying to make it in that world.
Yeah, just a dude trying to make his way through the world. I like that it all takes place at this tournament.
Yep.
And it's just showing you like the kind of day-to-day happenings at one of these things that probably popped up from time to time, like these sort of tournaments and events that would pop up from time to time. And just like what it would be like to live in that world.
Yeah.
Where everything isn't constantly god awful.
Right.
Like generally the show is more lighthearted. This last episode was pretty grim.
It's getting increasingly dark. 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
Have gotten darker and darker.
Yep.
But every side character is so well acted. Like the Baratheon guy who looks like Oscar Isaac. I don't know the actor's name, but he's fantastic. I like the brothers. The one brother's a dick, and the other one's a nerd. But
the Fossilways.
The Fossilways, exactly. And then Baelor Targaryen, the uncle, is fantastic.
So awesome, dude.
Yeah.
So that show's fucking great. If anybody's not watching that, you gotta. It's so good.
It's very good. And I didn't think I was gonna get into it, but I ended up. I'm pleasantly surprised, and I'm really enjoying it.
So what drew you into it, Chris? I keep calling you Chris Jones Bolo.
Don't call my secret identity.
We don't say our real names on the air.
I know, but I've been calling him that for since we were little children.
Yes, this is true. No, I mean, first and foremost, I wanted to see it because it was linked to Game of Thrones, and then mainly because it's content for us to discuss. But again, it was something that it took me a while to get into Game of Thrones, and then when I finally got into it, I really loved it, and I figured this would be something that I'll just fall right back into because of that. Experience with Game of Thrones. So that's what.
But what about this show hooked you though?
The relationships, in terms of those two bouncing off each other.
Yeah, it's so good. Man.
It's a really neat. The dichotomy that they have. That little kid that's so smart and well spoken, and then Dunk, who's just a big oaf.
Yeah.
But honorable. He's everything the kid respects. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And the fact that he was just like, you steal from me, I will find you. those lines, and the kid's like, yeah, okay. Yeah.
With dogs. I'll hunt you down with dogs.
The scene with them, that one scene was ad-libbed with them where he's like, I'm Egg and I can't eat salted beef. And then Egg's like, that whole thing was like ad-libbed between the two, which is pretty funny.
But I'm telling you, this little kid that plays Egg, his facial expressions bring me joy. Like when he laughs or when he shouts, like, you know what I mean? It's joyous. I love that kid.
Yeah, he's fucking adorable, dude. He is, and
I'm
a really
so
good
on
actor.
both of them.
And I saw a video the other day on Reddit of when he found out he got the part, and it's like a Zoom call that he's on, and it's so fucking cute. And he like runs and tells his dog that he got the part. Like he's just he's the cutest fucking kid.
Now I have to go look that up.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome, dude.
But like the pain in his voice. You know what I mean? When he's screaming, like he screams like a bad guy kid in a horror movie.
Yeah.
He really does. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's so effective. Like it comes from it has such pain in it.
Yeah. And he cares. He cares deeply, for him. So it's you really feel the connection.
Yeah. I'm enjoying the shit out of that show. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I really, really like it. And again, like I just put it on a whim because I was kind of just like, because I was like, this just seems like a throwaway cash in Game of Thrones thing.
Well, I'll tell you, I read The Hedge Knight years ago when it came out, and I don't remember it. I don't remember being moved by it. There's some scenes that are familiar to me, but it did not stand out in the way that the show is.
That's what I mean. Like, I just thought it was like, well, I mean, they have the rights to this, so they're making a show out of it. And then, I remember I put it on, and Brandy tuned out within like 10 minutes of the first episode, and I liked it, and I was like, this is better than I expected it to be. So then by the end of the second episode, I was fully invested. And by the third episode, I was like, this is fucking incredible. And then I told Brandy, I was like, you're fucking up by not watching this show. So I was like, I'll go back and I will rewatch every episode with you right now if you want. So we ended up doing all the first 4 in a row we did. And now she is just like, this is fucking unbelievable. I'm like, yeah, it's so goddamn good, dude. Like this and Wonder Man are 2 just like completely out of left field shows that I did not expect to be anywhere near as good as they are. So really I fucking love it, dude. And next episode we'll have to do a full spoilerific breakdown of it because it's fucking great. Dutch, do you care anything of Game of Thrones? Did you watch the original series at all or any of that?
I did not.
Okay, well,
Dutch,
I might be the only person on earth that didn't watch it. Not for any negative reason, not because I wasn't like interested or anything. Like I said, like like I talk about how freaking hard it is for me to like actually sit down and like watch a show, and it's just like
Dutch, I'll say this without equivocation: the first 5 seasons of Game of Thrones, it's the best television show of all time.
That's
by far.
Pretty goddamn good.
Huge. That's a big statement right there.
Pretty goddamn good.
I'm telling you, there's nothing like. Now, keep in mind, you'll have to binge watch it, but we waited week to week, and I can't express to you the how hard that theme song hit every week when it came on. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I felt that way about Breaking Bad, so I mean, I guess I can relate to that because I mean, just wanting to freaking see where everything was going to go next.
Yeah, well, just imagine if Breaking Bad, and Breaking Bad's a wonderful show, but just imagine that if it had an HBO budget behind it and the writing was just as good. You know what I mean? Game of Thrones was fantastic, no pun intended.
It'll definitely be one of those things that like maybe next winter I'll just be like, no. Yeah,
there are some folks that have refused to watch it because it's such a cultural phenomenon. You know what I mean?
No, I'm
But
not like that.
it's a cultural phenomenon for a reason because it's awesome. I'll tell you, I had lent Brian the books years ago, and I remember he was reading the third book. Brian was in his room reading the third book, and I was out on the couch back when we were roommates. I was out on the couch watching TV, and I heard this huge crash in Brian's room. He had, because it was a big ass hardback book that he had thrown against the wall.
Yep.
Because of the events of the book. And I remember thinking, hey, I paid a lot of money for that.
I remember getting to that part in the show, watching it with non-book readers was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I remember
your buddy Tyler telling us
oh yeah,
his two favorite characters.
Yeah, poor Tyler.
And us knowing that both of them died.
Horribly.
in terrible fashion.
Yeah.
He's like, my two favorite characters are this person and this person. We're like, oh, okay, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, Dutch, I don't know if you could watch this show, Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I mean, I think you'd be fine. I mean, a lot of the names.
You do not need to watch Game of Thrones so far to watch this show.
A lot of the names wouldn't mean anything to you, like Baratheon and Targaryen and all that. But I don't think it would matter. And honestly, if you binge this show, it would be the equivalent of watching like a 3-hour movie because they're half-hour episodes. So,
yeah, they're real short.
Quick watches. Yeah. And that's the other thing that really grabbed me. I was like, oh, I can get through this quickly.
Yeah, but that makes me sad because I'm like, dude, I want more of this right now. I love it, dude. Now, somebody on Reddit said that they're going to have to do some padding for the next episode because at this point in the book, there's like 7 pages left. So we'll see.
Really?
Yeah, so we'll see. But I am very much looking forward to the fallout of the last episode. I will also say, when you said the Game of Thrones theme, when that theme hit in episode 4 of this show was fucking awesome.
Yeah, so when they did the old school Game of Thrones thing.
So good, dude. So good.
Yeah, I had forgotten that feeling.
Yeah, so good, dude. So,
yeah.
All right, here we go.
Back in the day.
All right, back in the day. On this day, which is February the 19th, 1981, Ronald Belford Scott was found dead in a parked car in London at age 33.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's Bond from AC/DC, for those who don't know. So he died on this day at age 33, and AC/DC has never been heard from since.
Nope, nobody's heard from AC/DC.
Never heard from him again. All right, we got a cool anniversary, actually, though. A couple of anniversaries, Batman-related anniversaries, actually. The first one is more general anniversary, but in 1966, the Batman TV show and movie premiered, which is, of course, the Adam West, Burt Ward TV show. And then in 1986...
Did it premiere with the movie?
The movie actually came out after the show had premiered. The show premiered in January of 66. The movie came out in, I think, August or something of 1966.
See, for some reason, I had it backwards. I thought the movie was before the series.
I always thought that too. But yeah, it was the other way around. So it was already an established hit show when it came out. And then in February 1986, the first issue of what has basically become to be known as The Dark Knight Returns was released. The first issue was called The Dark Knight Returns. The books were called The Dark Knight Returns, Dark Knight Triumphant, Hunt the Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Falls. They were released monthly. Written by Frank Miller, illustrated by Frank Miller and Klaus Janson. Published by DC Comics. It tells the story of Bruce Wayne, who is now old. You know how old Bruce Wayne is in this book? He's old. He's older than shit, Bolo.
He's 45.
He's 55 years old, Bolo.
Yeah. 10 years.
He's three years older than I am right now, Bolo. He's ready to die.
He's 1 year older than me.
Yeah, I was going to say, Bolo's right on his ass.
I'm right on those heels, brother.
Yeah.
He has been retired for 10 years. He returns to fight crime in Gotham City, facing opposition from the police force and the United States government.
Don't get me started.
Why? You don't like it? You don't like the?
Well, he's a Superman fan, so he's not going to like the Dark Knight.
You got it, buddy.
But
Yeah.
now,
I hate this portrayal of Superman. I hate it.
Well-
There's parts of the portrayal of Superman I like very much.
yeah, there are.
I'm sure there is.
Well, I like when in the middle of Batman beating the shit out of him, he's worried about Batman's heart.
Yeah.
He's like, Bruce, your heart. Like, it just showed that he, at his core, he cares.
He's also like, I just broke 3 of your ribs when he punches him.
Yeah.
I freaking love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Superman, he's trying to immobilize. He's not trying to kill him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's giving Batman a fight, but he's not trying to kill him because it's apparent that he can do it.
Yeah.
Quinn, I'd just like to point out to you that the thing that you just said that you liked about this portrayal of Superman, which thank you, I like how you emphasized while Batman was kicking the shit out of him.
That was not meant to be salt in the wound, but
the thing that you
but it was
pointed out
happening.
that you liked is literally one of the only things that this Superman does that is Superman-like, which is have compassion. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I think he's just on the wrong side of things.
he's a pawn.
I don't think his character is fundamentally changed. You know what I mean? Other than the fact that he's letting the government kind of dictate what he's doing. But beyond that, I think he's the same character.
Who might be listening like this. So basically, this is the story of, like I said, Batman's old and near death at the advanced age of 55, and he's retired. He's been retired for 10 years, I guess, after Jason Todd, who's the second Robin, dies. Is when he's decided to retire, and things are terrible. It's it's supposedly the future, but not really, because the president,
the government has become kind of fascist.
The whole book is fascist as fuck.
Yeah.
But there's a gang called the Mutants that are roaming and doing a crime spree. The first issue focuses mostly on Harvey Dent, who's been reformed. The mental health people are definitely shown as like mamby-pamby liberals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
they let the Joker out because
they let the Joker out, and then he kills everyone.
Exactly.
During a talk show, and the talk show host looks just like Dave Letterman.
Yeah.
Batman and the Joker get into a big old brouhaha at an amusement park, and Batman breaks the Joker's neck, but doesn't kill him.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't kill anyone.
And then the Joker breaks his own neck the rest of the way.
Finishes himself off.
Yeah.
And then Batman and Superman have a big old fight, and it's really well done. It's
well, also it wasn't a cliche at the time. It hadn't been done before. If you had said at the time Batman could beat Superman, you'd be laughed out of the building. You know what I mean? People would be like, "That's ridiculous."
Exactly. Yeah. It was mind blowing. That Superman Batman fight to me in 8th grade or whenever the fuck I read it.
Yeah.
It was like, gee, holy shit. You know what I mean? I just reread that part of the book over and over.
It still works. It still works.
Yeah, because you'd never seen anything like it, and
but
a lot of it works. I mean, and I have questions about certain things, and you've probably read it more than me, or as many times as me, so maybe you can answer them. But like, I have questions.
It's been a while,
but I mean, the stuff with the Joker, some of that stuff was over my head at the time. Now I get it. Like the Selena Kyle stuff, I didn't really put 2 and 2 together and was like, oh, that's Catwoman. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't a huge comic book guy. And Frank Miller does his thing with any female character where he has to turn them into drug addicts or prostitutes or both.
Yes.
But, the Joker.
Every Daredevil side female character is like a drug addict or prostitute.
The Joker escaping during the talk show. Like, what exactly are those things that guy, his henchman, makes? Are they like robots?
I don't remember. I'd have to see it again.
That spew the gas out of their mouths. Like the one flies through the audience. during the one has a bomb in him at the amusement park, is flying up near the roller coaster.
I just remember him being like little toys or
It's very odd.
like drone like thing. I don't really remember.
Yeah. And then I said Batman doesn't kill anyone, but does he kill that mutant when he's holding the kid hostage? And he says, "I believe you," and he shoots, and then it like Dutch,
that's right from that scene that's in the movie is right from it's right from the comic.
Yeah. A lot of the Batman stuff that exists now is because of this book. Like, really?
Yes,
the whole it's become cliche now, but Batman being able to beat anybody is directly tied to that, like for better or worse. Like I think it makes the character that so much cooler that he has that aura around him, but it's almost a joke now because it's been so overdone. But yeah, it all goes back to that because nobody could see it coming. It was laughable.
Yeah,
he's just a guy.
But I think honestly, like without this book, I don't think we get Batman 1989.
What do you
agree?
I don't think in any way, shape, or form. I mean, I
it's
think
not dark. You know what I mean? If you get Batman 89, it's not dark.
Yeah, it's probably silly. I mean, I think Tim Burton straight up said it's because of The Dark Knight Returns is why he wanted to do it.
Yeah, it also shows it does a good job that showing that Batman's a psychopath.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like I don't think you even go down that road, so you don't get Arkham Asylum, the graphic novel,
which is another great.
If they don't lay the groundwork that hey, this guy is batshit crazy. No pun intended.
Yeah. I mean, it literally starts out with him in a race car because he has nothing better to do. And the race car is literally falling apart as he's driving it. And he's just like, well, this would be a fine death, but it's not really the death I want. You know what I mean? As the wheel like falls off the race car and it smashes into the wall and bursts into flames. Like he's a fucking maniac. So,
dude, how great is Green Arrow at the end?
Yeah.
He's full on hippie anarchist.
Yeah.
In the middle of the fight, he's fighting the cops for no reason. When Batman needs him, and he's just like, Oliver, you clown.
And this is also the first. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, he doesn't really. Batman fighting the cops was also a novel idea at the time too.
Yeah, Well, it's before Year One had come out.
Yeah.
To where the cops are corrupt.
Yeah.
So, and that's become like a Gotham trope. I don't think that was the way back in the. I could be wrong. I was not a DC comic reader that early, but that has since become a trope where Batman is. There's only a few good cops in Gotham that he's tight with, and then the rest are out to get him.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's in almost every Batman story. That at some point or another, the police.
Well, I mean, it's mostly comes from Year One, but I'm sure Year One had the idea from Dark Knight.
Yeah, and that's a big part of. I mean, the entire third book of that story, chapter, whatever you want to call it, from when Commissioner Gordon retires, is the cops chasing Batman, and even like parts of a lot of the Nolan movies take beats from this.
That's the Nolan movies are from Year One. Yeah. Batman Year One. Batman Begins is Batman Year One.
Batman, The Dark Knight Rises. What's the third one? Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises.
When he first makes his appearance, and the rookie cop is like, "What's happening?" and the veteran cop's like, "Oh, you're in for a show now, kid." Yeah. That's straight from this book.
Yep.
So is the scene where Batman's doing his dancey thing to dance around the gunfire in the dark when he's going down to Bane's lair.
Yeah,
that's also
like the strobe light.
Yeah.
I just would be happy if they just stopped fucking doing shit out of this book and just let it rest. It's like we've seen enough.
I think you'll see a shift.
There are so many more better Batman stories before and after The Dark Knight Returns, and I just like the obsession with it is just like mind-boggling to me. It's actually not mind-boggling. I shouldn't say that because you guys are right. You make a point that like it introduced a couple of tropes that have carried on and are things that we sort of expect in a modern day Batman. So I'm not trying to
It added a ton of coolness to the character that
because Dutch,
That wouldn't be there
when
otherwise.
did you read this? Because
it was later. It was
this because honestly, like the Batman you grew up with is kind of this Batman.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
But not really.
But
inspired by.
Yeah, and Batman the animated series, but even Batman the animated series, Batman takes cues from this book. Like, I don't think, like, it was a revelation to see this book as a kid who grew up on the Adam West Batman TV show and the sillier Batman comics with
and
the
the
Robin
and the brighter, like even the Neil Adams, like the blue and gray Batman,
which I love,
and then the Super Friends Batman.
Yeah, and even the
you know what I mean. It was just a brighter
comics
thing
of the era were very like Batman was like not this. I don't know, and I just remember
prior to this book. Prior to this book, if you would have asked the average kid who's the coolest superhero, none of them would have said Batman. You know what I mean?
I might have because I really liked Batman, but I mean, reading this book, I was like, this is a whole other thing. Like, I don't even.
And by the way, Brian, because you did ask before, but you were going on, I didn't want to interrupt you, even though I just did. No, Batman does not kill the mutant leader. He just maims the fuck out of him and embarrasses him.
He just cripples him for the rest of his life.
Yeah, he doesn't care about permanent damage.
Well, that's what that rookie cop said because I reread it I've been rereading it over the course of 3 nights, so I just finished it. And the rookie cop is like, "You've just crippled that man," and he's like, "He's young, he might walk again." But yeah, this Batman is a fucking lunatic, and like you 13-year-old me had never seen any comic book like this, let alone a Batman comic book like this.
Well, anything that would take such liberties with an established character, that was new for us.
It's actually shocking that they let him do it.
Yeah, like a wild version of their character.
Yeah.
But
when did you read it, Quinn? Was it right around when it came out?
I read it in high school. So it was when did it come out? 86?
86. Yes, you probably read it right around the same time I read it.
86 I was in middle school. I didn't go to high school until after that. So yeah. 87, 88.
I read it when it was collected as the graphic novel. So it was probably like a year or so after it came.
Yeah, I also read it in one piece. I didn't read it in issues.
Yeah, I read it One Piece as well.
Yeah.
And it was like nothing you'd ever read. Dude,
there's so many cold lines in that series. Oh my God. This is an operating table and I'm the surgeon.
Awesome. I just remember, like, even at the lunch table, I'm like, this is not an era where comic books were cool, where you would just bust out a comic book.
No.
You know what I mean? And I remember we would bust this thing out at lunch, and everybody at the lunch table.
Yeah, that and Watchmen could do. You could pull out that or Watchmen.
Like, this is fucking awesome. Like,
and you can pull out those two, and everybody else could fuck off. But you couldn't pull out, Amazing Spider-Man or anything, or you'd be laughed out of it.
Yeah, it was like, this is fucking nuts. And like look at him. He's plugged into this light post, and he's kicking the fucking shit out of Superman. Like
with blood. You didn't see a lot of blood.
Yeah.
Prior to that.
Yeah. Just
you never saw Superman bleed.
No. Now Superman, Dutch in this book.
I'm kind of over talking about it, but okay.
He's kind of a weenie, but
a little bit.
He's still not I don't think he's like a bad guy, and he's not.
I never said he was a bad guy. He's a pawn of the government, and that would not fucking happen.
I love the first panel of him. It's like a splash page of Clark Kent, all like majestic in this field, and birds and butterflies are flying all around him. And Bruce's monologue is like, how it's wonderful and everything's perfect, and then he ruins it by talking. That's such a fucking goddamn great line.
Superman in this he's still a Boy Scout, but Dutch is right. Like, because I loved Superman at that time too, and like the way it's portrayed is like he's following the law because he cares about the law above all else. But Superman is more about right and wrong than the law, and would not have
Going along
the
with that.
Superman I root for would not have gone that way. But Dutch, I'm curious, what did you think about the Kingdom Come Superman if you hated this one so much?
Kingdom Come,
Because I would argue he's way worse.
Yeah. I couldn't. I don't know. I like Kingdom Come as a novel.
Mhm.
I haven't read it in a long ass time, but I mean that doesn't
Kingdom
mean
Come. If you haven't read it, when Superman decides,
I've read
I'm just saying to anybody listening that hasn't read it, Superman decides that shit's out of control and he's going to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he decides that. Like he decides that. So like
you don't like him being a pawn of.
I don't like him being
government.
a pawn. Yeah. Like there was a need for like shit was going so wrong in Kingdom Come that there was a need for the old heroes to come back. Like, you know, if you like even look at like some of the exchanges between like him and Wonder Woman in that novel and stuff like that, it's not the same. I mean, I don't know how you say that's worse than him being a pawn. I mean, if anything, it's like because Kingdom Come takes place. Well, okay, Dark Knight Returns takes place. That's not a dystopian future. That's supposed to be a real time sort of deal. It's like 10 years into the future, more or less. Like if you're assuming that Batman's been retired for 10 years.
For a decade,
yeah. So whereas Kingdom Come takes place pretty like a decent amount into the future because like everybody that Clark Kent loves is dead. He's getting old. So that'll tell you just, you know, I don't view them as being really all that similar. I just don't.
Well, he still has his moral compass, but it's almost just leading him in the wrong direction.
True, but it's like okay, so like I had the same feeling when I saw the Henry Cavill cameo at the end of Black Adam. Like Amanda Waller sends him in. We have had how many movies and series up to that point that demonstrated what a piece of shit Amanda Waller was and why she should not be in charge of. Why the fuck is Superman taking any orders from her?
Well, why is he taking orders from Ronald Reagan in the Dark Knight Returns?
Yeah,
well, that's my whole fucking point. Is like,
but I mean, to be fair,
doesn't operate. He's not supposed to operate like that.
But if he decides to be a fascist, you're on board. He does it on his own.
No, because we almost got that.
But I would argue he's not. I would argue Superman is just doing what's short of leaving the Earth. I don't know what else Superman can do because obviously we're not told what has happened, but obviously something has happened that has caused superheroes to be, I guess, outlawed for lack of a better word, because it's referenced, but never really like specifically like this is what happened. But you know, Clark references it multiple times when he's talking to Bruce, like you were the one who was difficult, you were the one that laughed. I love there's a great line where it's like, you know, you said it. Of course we're criminals. We've always been criminals. Like that's you know. So obviously something happened where there are no superheroes other than Superman. So, you know, but you know, Superman also has no problem in this book. He's obviously truth, justice, and the American way in this book. Yeah. He has no problem blowing up Russian tanks and jets
about that.
and stuff like that. You know, he's like, there's a great shot of him like lifting a Russian tank above his head. And so like all of that. So I have more of a problem with him just being, you know, but again, what if you're Superman, what's your options here? You leave, rule the earth.
Superman,
I mean, you could easily just be like, you know what? No, I'm just in charge of
or option C, he could just continue on as he was because what the fuck are they going to do to him?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, I mean. No, I don't gotta join your bullshit.
I'm not gonna go fight Russia for the US. I'm going to just mind my own business. But like, so Oliver, Green Arrow, is missing an arm in this book.
Yeah,
it's not explained why.
But he's still a really great archer.
He's still a great shot. Yeah, with a bow and arrow.
Hey, Brian, you know
we always thought in high school, when this came out, the main thing was we all just assumed that Superman ripped his arm off. Are we the only people who thought
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's implied that Superman ripped his arm off, right?
Yeah.
So he couldn't.
Well, he hates Superman with a passion,
that just
and
makes
he's missing an arm.
That just makes it even worse if you're going to go with that assumption.
But don't you assume that too?
Not necessarily, but what maybe with
he really hates Superman
maybe.
for some reason.
Maybe it was an accident. Who knows?
Maybe.
It seems like it was cauterized.
Yeah, so I would say somebody would.
Superman's like, my bad. He just seals his arm, his hole shut.
He just shook his hand a little too vigorously.
Who do we know that could rip his arm off and then seal the wound
instantaneously?
Yeah, you're really good at shooting arrows. I'll fix that.
Pretty sure you need 2 arms for that.
Which arm you pull that string with?
But it wasn't cliche at the time for Batman and Superman to fight because it had never really happened like that, and certainly you wouldn't have expected Batman to get the better of Superman.
Sucks.
Well, the idea is no. I won't say the idea sucks. I'll say the idea is played out. But I will say that fight to this day in that book is fucking cool. The idea
some of the greatest comic panels of all time.
Yeah, the idea that he somehow synthesized kryptonite is cool as shit. Like you would have, that's all stuff at the time you were like, dude, this is so cool. I cannot believe.
And the writing right there. He's like, it took years to synthesize and cost a fortune.
Fortunately, I
had both.
Yeah, so fucking good, dude.
So great.
And then of course Robin is in it, but it's a young girl. Nowadays, if that had happened, boy, people would be up in arms about the female Robin. But and she fits perfectly. And I like that it shows that as insane as he is, he still needs a Robin. Yeah. But it also really points out how fucking insane he is because she's a little goddamn girl. Like, you know what I mean?
I also think that pulls him back from that deep edge of darkness. You know what I mean? It helps him.
It does humanize him a little bit. You're right.
Yeah, and she legit saves his life. Yeah. But and he calls her.
It's also
soldier.
Bananas.
Yeah, he's insane. He calls her a good soldier when she almost falls to her death out of the helicopter.
Yeah,
Brian, did you know that today was the premiere of Mr. Rogers' first episode back in 1968?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Way to change the subject, Dutch. Anyway, back to Superman getting his ass beat.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's true about Mr. Rogers.
It is 100% true.
Mr. Rogers would definitely try to get Batman and Superman to talk out their differences.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Mr. Rogers beating the shit out of Superman?
Yeah. But
you know what? Fortunately for you, AI slop can make that possible.
You can make it happen. We can do it right now.
You know what? I'm going to go on Copilot right now, see what I can find.
Jesus Christ.
Seed 2.0 is killing it in the AI game.
All right.
I'm so looking forward to when because what I love about the AI bros, and just because it's an aside, I love
AI bros now.
They're all, oh my god, they're all over they're all over social media. Like, Hollywood's cooked. Look what we can do, motherfucker! All you're doing is regurgitating IPs. Your ass will get sued. You ain't making shit. Y'all suck. Y'all are talentless. You got nothing. Fuck
For
you.
those that weren't here prior to the podcast, Dutch hates AI.
Actually,
as much as Quinn hates Andor.
Yeah.
I will be very specific. Though. It's generative AI that I hate because it's just built on theft. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing more.
Yeah, it is definitely theft. But back to the great Dark Knight Returns.
Son of a bitch.
It's no, I mean, I just think it's a good anniversary to celebrate because it
changed the character forever.
It changed the character, and also it really kind of changed the trajectory of comics. I think too, because you didn't really
Spider-Man got dark not long after that.
Yeah, you didn't really see a lot of comics that were geared toward.
Yeah, they made the same mistake that Hollywood made after the success of The Dark Knight, which is, oh shit, we need to make everything dark. We got to make Superman dark and brooding. We got No, assholes.
I know. Yeah, but
these are different characters.
Negative. I want to look at the positives because there were a lot of good things came from this book.
I know, I get it.
A lot of good things came. Like honestly, the Tim Burton Batman movies don't happen without this book. And honestly, if the Tim Burton Batman movies don't happen, God knows. I mean, then maybe Blade doesn't happen. Maybe X-Men doesn't happen. I mean, you just don't know because honestly, the X-Men blew up. Like 2 years after this book is when the X-Men really blew up.
Michael Uslan was
comic X-Men,
Michael Uslan was producing Batman and trying to get it made for 10 years prior to 1989, and the version he wanted to do was a serious dark version. That was way before the Dark Knight.
I know, but what I'm saying is though, this really showed that it could.
There was an audience for it.
Yeah, that it could be done. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. To me,
but Brian, you brought up the animated cartoon, which was, came off of the movie.
Yeah.
But that whole persona that he has, where he's ahead of the game, all knowing, you know what I mean, with enough prep time, that's a big thing on the boards. You know what I mean? If he has prep time, he can beat everything. That all goes back to the Dark Knight. When there's that great episode of the Superman animated series where he has to be Batman for a day.
Yeah, that episode was called Nighttime.
Yeah, and you really get to see the contrast between the two characters, but him having to play the character, you can see the Dark Knight influence in that. You know what I mean? Where Robin's like, kick over the desk, and he has to kick over the desk.
Yeah.
He's like, just do it.
Yeah. Where you're like, oh, Superman, no, in order to do this, you're gonna have to be a maniac for an episode.
And they didn't lean into necessarily how gritty it was in the cartoon, but like he was still fucking crazy in that cartoon. Like it's definitely there. Like Bruce is fucking crazy, like he's every bit. And the Arkham Asylum graphic novel did that great to show that he belongs there with the rest of them. He's just takes it out on bad guys instead of ordinary people. Yeah.
And they make him do the word association test in the beginning.
Oh, and he freaks out. Yeah.
And it breaks him down in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Because she's like mother, and he's like Pearl, and she's like Handle. He's like Revolver, Daddy. It's like right away.
Yeah.
So he's a Looney Tune.
Yeah. So, Frank Miller, he definitely went down a strange path for quite a while after this came out. But he also wrote RoboCop, so good on him. And he seems to have whatever demons he was fighting, he seems to have gotten them under control, and he seems like a somewhat more normal human being at this point.
Well, his sequel was crazy too. His sequel to The Dark Knight Returns.
Everything he did Batman related after, other than Year One,
where he's like, I'm the goddamn Batman.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah, that was kind of like that turned me off.
Where he paints himself and the whole room yellow to fight Green Lantern.
Yeah.
That's
actually awesome.
That was
good times.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's a great book. If you're interested in comics a little bit and want to read it, I mean, the art isn't, it's not great. It's very, very, very word heavy. Like I couldn't make it a page without putting my readers on. Like and the words are so goddamn small. I was just like, holy fuck, dude, I cannot read any of this. So but yeah, it's definitely worth a read. So good shit. 40 years of probably one of the most important comics I've ever picked up. So
that's nuts that it was 40 years ago.
I know, it's fucking crazy, dude. I so distinctly remember the first time seeing it. My friend at the time, Jose Flores, had the graphic novel in his book bag. He pulled it out. We were in the library doing something, and he was like, check this out. And just like, holy fuck, dude. So yeah, good shit. Dutch, I'm sorry that you don't like it. We all like it. Dutch, you really don't like it? Like in all seriousness, do you think it's bad, or you just don't like what it like?
He doesn't like his boy being done dirty.
At the risk of extending this conversation about this fucking graphic novel even more.
Well, I think you've answered the question.
No, here's the thing. I have it on my shelf.
Okay.
and I do own the 2-part animated version that the animated movie that came out a couple of years back or a few.
Oh
years
yeah. With
because-
RoboCop as Batman.
Yeah, Peter
Yeah.
Weller.
That surprises me that you would buy that if you.
Well, but here's why: because I will never argue its importance. It's a very, very important series or graphic novel, however you want to characterize it, however you read it. It's very important, not just to the character, but to comic books in general. So, like, as a comic book fan, I feel the need to have it, and I feel
Right.
I didn't go into it. I didn't go into it reading it like wanting to hate it. I hate the portrayal of Superman in it. Batman. I mean, you guys are right. There's great moments in there. There's a lot of great lines in the comic. But I think it has more to do with, like, again, for me, it's like everybody gravitates towards this one story, and I'm like, there's so much better Batman before and after this, and the movies just keep wanting to, like, reference and sort of like if Zack Snyder had his way, I think he would have just made The Dark Knight Returns like straight out. And I feel like with Chris Nolan, especially with The Dark Knight Rises, I feel like that was like The Dark Knight Returns in movie form right there. Like we don't need to be going back to this fucking novel, graphic novel, like every single time we do a Batman movie. So I think that's where it comes from for me. I'm like, come on, let's get some inspiration from some of the other Batman stories. And I'm hoping in James Gunn's DC universe we start to, like, maybe see that.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't think James Gunn's going to do a grim dark Batman. I think,
but
I
also
don't
don't
dark than James Gunn's Superman, but I don't think it's going to be Dark Knight Returns.
I want someone to have the coconuts to put them in the fucking gray and blue and just ride with it. Like, it don't even, like,
I do kind of want to see the gray and blue. I'm not gonna
don't
lie.
don't even
The
blink.
old Neil Adams gray and
I
blue.
love the gray and blue.
Don't blink at it. Don't even, like, try to just ride with it, and I guarantee you it could work.
The hell?
I just I don't know. That's where I'm at. Like, I think it's. Did we lose Bolo?
No.
I'm back.
For a second.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
like
yeah.
if they don't show it in the preview and I go to a movie and the gray and blue kind of steps out of the shadows, I will cheer. I will straight up cheer.
Can we back up, because I missed what the topic was.
In the new movie, if they do the gray and blue 70s, 80s Batman.
Yeah, we just
Oh,
think
wow.
it'd be cool if it
Also,
came back. Yeah.
the '90s that was the '90s look of Batman too.
I mean, he's kind of gray and blue in this book, honestly. I mean, he's still got the big giant yellow and black bat symbol on his chest and all that. So.
Yeah.
Wait.
You know, the Hush series is the blue and gray as well.
Yeah.
Dude, he doesn't have the fucking yellow oval in Dark Knight Returns.
Hey, does he get shot in it? And he says, "Why do you think I have this giant thing on my chest?"
Oh shit! No, because he has the fuck. No, it's the big
It's the big black bat. I don't remember the yellow.
Yeah, it was surrounded by yellow.
No,
All
what are
right.
you looking at? Hold on.
I'm looking at my graphic novel.
Hold on.
That's the big
He's looking at the
goddamn
source material.
yellow and black
Has
bat.
I don't remember that though. I do remember it as but it's been 40 years. But I do remember the big black.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's fucking super important. Should it be the Bible of Batman? Probably not. But for what it did to the character and for what it did for comic books, it's really important. So, yeah, I think on that note, I don't have anything else. Do you guys have anything else? I think we're done. Are we done?
No, man.
Hold on. No, hold on. Oh shit! No, he does have the yellow oval brief. I forgot about it. It's been a while since maybe I should read this thing again.
Maybe next
Or
week.
trust Brian when he has it in front of him.
Why did
last night?
Why did my brain tell me that it was like the Zack Snyder Batman?
It's the Mandela effect. In my mind, when I picture that outfit, I picture it with just the big black bat.
The color of the outfit is still kind of grayish.
Oh man, my brain is fucking. My brain's fucked. Then all right, maybe I need to read this again. Maybe I'll love it like you guys.
It's got the shorter ears, but the outfit.
But he's the big bulky bat. Like I just.
Oh, he's just a big old.
I had the same thing as Quinn. Like I just think of him as just having just the giant black bat, and that's it.
Yeah.
So, all right. That then is the.
Oh
show.
no, I got something.
God.
Dr. J's birthday's in 3 days.
Oh, I love Dr. J. Happy birthday, Dr. J.
You know how old he's turning?
78, 76.
There you go, 76.
Oh, okay.
6'7".
The 76er is turning 76. In 3
Nice.
days.
I know.
They were going to honor him before tonight's game. That's why I was like thinking about it.
Brian and I have a buddy that hates Dr. J with all of his heart.
Yeah, why?
You don't remember that, Brian?
Why does he hate him now? Oh,
because he went to the basketball camp.
right.
He went to the basketball camp that Dr. J. I don't know if it was Dr. J's camp or Dr. J just visited one day. And our old buddy Ian said that all the kids were in a layup line, and when it was his turn to do a layup, Dr. J just packed him and just knocked the ball across the court. and then they reversed the layup line where you had to play defense on Dr. J. And he was having fun with all the kids. And then when it got to our buddy Ian, so he dunked on him.
Oh my God.
So Ian, who is a boxer, was a boxer at the time.
He was a middleweight boxer.
Yeah.
No. Don't
he
tell
was
me
dead serious. He was like, I hate that motherfucker. If I ever see him, I'm going to hurt him.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that story.
I met Dr. J when I was like 4 years old.
Did he smack the ball back in your face?
No. We actually lived in the same neighborhood off of Naaman's Road called Beacon Hill North, and it's not too far away from the theater that we go to. The
Regal there.
Yeah, the Regal. Yeah. I fell off my bike, and
fucking great story.
He came, he picked me up and dusted me off.
Your bike?
I fell off a 10-speed bike because I was little.
4 years old on a 10-speed bike.
Yeah, I was.
Well, no wonder you fell.
Bolo's bigger than the average.
I was too short. I was too short for my legs to reach the ground, so I fell.
Yeah.
Right. So he came out, picked me up, dusted me off, and said, "Look,
put you back on the bike."
I have
put
so
me back on the bike.
Why was Dr. J where you're hanging out where you were riding your bike?
In the same neighborhood, bro.
Seriously?
Seriously. The neighborhood was Beacon Hill North.
Oh man, Dr. J helped out Bolo.
Helped a young Bolo.
Yeah, and then my brother
young Bolo.
My brother rode up and said, "You know who that was?" I was like, "No." He goes, "This is Dr. J." I didn't know who.
Oh wait, so we're just trusting your brother about this whole story.
This is legit.
So we don't
It could have been any random.
We don't actually know if it was Dr.
Just some pimp that they called Dr. J.
The J stands for joint.
Yeah, it is legit because we went to his house and thanked him, so we know we got confidence.
That's awesome.
Oh, that is awesome.
Some random guy.
Adventures of Dr. J and young Bolo.
Yep. True story.
The Ballad of Dr. J.
Yeah.
The Ballad of Dr. J. All right, well, happy birthday, Dr. J. You are one of my all-time favorite Philadelphia 76ers, even though you did pack my boy in the face with the basketball. So you did help my boy up when he fell down, so that's nice. Good on you, Dr. J. I think those two things cancel each other out in some way.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
that's a win.
All right. The next episode, we'll talk. We'll have a full wrap up of Night of the Seven Kingdoms and plus whatever else. I guess that's it. Goodbye.